Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Darkwood. And you guys have informed me that, as I expected, we are indeed approaching the endgame. Not only that, but we actually have two routes in front of us for how to do that. We can either go to the radio tower and see what's there, or destroy the tree, and if I'm understanding correctly, those two things are actually mutually exclusive. However, if we die or fail during the radio tower segment, we're actually forced to destroy the tree. Now, most of you said that I should go for this because we'll gain more information that way, so that's what I'm going to try to go for. And there to help me will be our brand new handy-dandy, it's not in my inventory. I was going to say pump shotgun. This is the tool we've been working towards this entire time. I'm going to put away the sickle, keep the lantern, find some place to put all these rotten mushrooms, and you said that... somebody said that the pump-action shotgun actually holds 8 shells. Does that mean that now that we've crafted it, we actually get free 8 shells? Because that's pretty sick if so. Although you did warn me not to kind of get carried away with the new power and use it all at once. Now, as the end is finally in sight, the next couple of episodes, if this doesn't prove to be the penultimate episode, are going to be about tying up loose ends and fully exploring this vast no-man's land in the center of the map. Even though I don't intend to get the oxygen tanks to destroy the tree, I'm still going to be paying the so-called elephants in the northwest a visit. I have to go back there anyway to try that key we found on the old shed. What else? I may explore a little bit more of here, because I think I remember seeing a screenshot of a holes location here, although I know some things only unlock if we do certain things. For example, you guys also informed me that the quarry is really only important if we killed the sow and destroyed the village. This part of the map is so huge. I'm so glad we found these holes so that we could fast travel more easily. It's opened up so many opportunities to us, but before we do that, I want to head back to the village and finally finish things off for good by digging through that path. It may all be for nothing, but I really don't want to leave any loose ends. I'm still really upset with myself for not killing the Wolfman. Let's dig, using up a good chunk of our durability in doing so. There's a hole underneath we can search. And get some scrap metal. Wow, gee, that'll just about pay for most of the repairs, but as I was hoping, I don't believe we've seen this area before. Or have we? Nope, this is all new. Come on, get out. Ow! Ow! What was that? Oh, you can drop those tentacle things. Smash. Ow. Smash. Come on, die. I really need you to die. Okay, thank you. I'm not quite sure what that was about. I'm not sure what you were doing there. It looked like I saw some of those tentacle things. It was animated a lot like the tree roots that have been trying to kill us. Corpse, a homemade shotgun, useless after firing a shot. Well, maybe useful to trade for. Also, snarky person in the comments who said, yeah, I said I wouldn't hoard reputation anymore, and now look what I'm doing. I have 3,000 reputation with the traders. I don't have anything else to spend it on, really. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you, it's you, it's you. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. This ain't good, this ain't good, this ain't good, this ain't good, this ain't good. Slam. Not quite the use of a shell that I wanted, but I can see now that we do have quite a bit of ammo in this gun. I can see what you were saying about wanting to use it all in one place. There's a barricaded door here. Can we smash it down, perhaps? No, it's just costing condition. Okay, well there's got to be some way to get in there then, right? Gas. Ugh, I'm so sick of seeing this stuff. Kind of weird how things change. Let's switch to our handy-dandy lantern, which I have since crafted. Ah, we can jump in this way. Hello, chest. Is my exploration being rewarded? A map. And more useless fabric, but at least we got some alcohol out of it. Location found, burned cottage. Where's that at? Okay, I don't see it anywhere. There's a lot of ruins, but I don't see what that does for me. Alright, I'm just gonna get out of here, repair some of my stuff. Well, I finally reached the point in the playthrough where I think I'm gonna start just dropping stuff on the floor. Yep, whatever. All I need is stuff to repair my items. Next up, if we're blessed with enough time, we'll head over to that cottage in the north. Tomorrow we'll do a more complete explore of the Northwest. But in the meantime, I found that in this area, if we just hug the left, we can mostly stick to dry land. Yep, birdies. Sometimes I don't see where you're coming from at all, and I have no idea where to go to locate the body. Oh, I just realized there's a grave outside the cottage. And I can dig it up. Only half my shovel condition. Is that all? I thought I saw something moving over there, but I guess it was just the branches. Underground key. A key to tunnel number 21. Another one. I don't think it's of any use. Was this somebody like me? People keep referring to me as, like, your kind. Watching from the trees, never engaging. And I've long been curious what that means. Well, I can still hold on to it. Maybe it is of some kind of use? I'm definitely going to want to have it on me when I head for the radio tower. More gas. There's like a whole trail, though, leading off this way, through the lake. Am I walking down the aisle? God, I have such trauma from that I'm still bringing it up, huh? That I suspect everything of being a trap meant to lead me back to the bride? Question is, what happens here? Swamp cottage? Who's there? There's somebody else. Chomper? No, you don't. Wire. Odd meat. Maybe I should have a bite of that odd meat. I hope I have enough time to get back. Where is this cottage? Okay, so there's that artifact, whatever it is, but this is... Ah. It says... The icon looks like somebody wearing a gas mask. That must be what it meant by the elephant people. I can hear something coming from within, but I'm scared to search around. I feel like I've been here for way too long. Like, I'm not going to have enough time to get back. And prepare a defense. Well, I know where it is now. I have to follow the bride's trail. That's just what I'm calling it now. Entrance around the front, maybe? No? Yes. We just have to push our way in. Gas tank. Why do you want me to have this? And I can dismantle some of their traps as well, make it safer for me, and get the metal in the process. I am going to have to revisit tomorrow, though. It's getting far too late. This lantern is holding up pretty well, though. You are a little sneakier, hidden in the tall grass. Hello, eyeball. Another one of you. Oh, there's so many bear traps. They really don't want me getting through here, which is why I'm definitely keeping my shotgun at the ready. The generator is broken. I could repair it, but what would I gain in doing so? Well, I mean, I guess I could, given you just gave me a whole ton of the stuff. Okay, it's back on, and I have gas if you need it. There's flowers in front of here as well. Metal door, need a key. Need a key. Someone is behind the door. Can you hear it? Shh. Okay, guys, well, I'll be back. Hey, you. What are you looking for here? You're not from that village, are you? Survivors from the village, maybe? Prove you're a good man. Fix our generator and I'll open the door. Well, I already did it. In fact, I did it without even being asked. That proves I'm the best man. Also, I think I should also get good boy points because, well, like the other village didn't die because of me. I may have to pop those running pills in order to get back alive. We'll see what happens. I think if I stick to the left like before, I'll be okay. I always get really paranoid once we get past 2 o'clock. Run, 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 run. This will be our first priority tomorrow. I have the flower key, which may have been a means for me to force my way in, but luckily I scrapped their defense system to build them power. I also pocketed the change. Come on, where's that shack? Here we go. Alright, looks like we're going to make it after all. And we don't need to use any more of this lantern. I am super impressed with this lantern for actually holding up throughout the day. And you know, I'm now realizing that if I really wanted to, I could just litter my house with bear traps. Since we do have the time, I should also probably build a torch and clear out all the fungus over there. This is so satisfying. You can make a whole game just out of this. The way the sprite just slowly fades away at the edges. And it actually is important that I do this because during the night, I want to be able to run between areas. You appear to have gone out, Torch. Is that a bug? Because according to this, you're still working. And once again, we're just going to drop you on the ground. And we have got to place another bear trap on the outside of this building. Oop. Without stepping in my other one, preferably. I could also probably place one, like, right about here, since I don't really use this area anymore. There we go. I just have so much stuff. I'm just too rich. I don't have anywhere to put all my stuff. What a problem to have in the Darkwood, huh? Once again, stand on our Stand on our centipede glass. It kind of feels like a sea bear circle at this rate. And wait for something to happen. You know, it really is kind of amazing to me what a reverse difficulty curve there's been in the latter part of the game, where the swamp is so much easier than the Silent Forest. Or not the Silent Forest, the Old Woods. I don't know why, this entire time, and I'm still getting locations confused when I have to say them. Smack. At one time, you guys would have been a threat, but you destroyed my sea bear circle. Do I have another bottle on me? Not at this time. I'll have to rely on timing. Hang on, let me just eat you real quick. There we go. Who else wants some? Also, I really hope you came in from that way, and not that way. I would have heard the bear trap go off if you had. Yep, got plenty of ammo, tons more magazines. I haven't been using the pistol at all. And at this point, I probably don't have any real reason to. Where are you? That sounded like a centipede! Nope. Ow. Nope. Nope. Die. There we go. Took a hit, but it's okay. Yeah, I heard you like a long time before you actually showed up that time. That was weird. But what was I saying before? I lost my train of thought. Getting attacked by one of the necromorphs from Dead Space will do that to you. Oh, right. I think I was talking about how this is, like, surprisingly a lot easier than the third hideout. I mean, it's throwing more at me. There's a greater variety of threats. But I feel, A, better equipped to handle them, and B, I feel like they don't rely on me being as fast as the Chompers did. I mean, defending against the Banshees and Chompers at once, that was what was really killing me on the old hideout. And here are the Chompers, which, as far as I've seen, are like the most difficult enemies in the game. I haven't really seen too many of them. Once again, we're doing crazy outside stuff. Or at least the music is seeming to indicate that that's what's happening. But if we can just hold tight for another 2 hours, we'll be okay. Ow. I hate it when you just rush through and hit me before I can do anything. Take a little bit more of my armor. I guess you had to get something in right at the end of what was otherwise a pretty uneventful night. Now let's go make our standard purchases and go see what we can do for those people in the gas masks, or at least I assume that's what they're going to look like. Now what do I do with you guys? I can't sell the underground key, which means it is staying on my person this entire time. So let's put away that bullet. I'm probably just going to end up dropping this metal on the ground. And the rest, I guess I will keep just in case. It's not really about looting anymore, is the thing. It's going to be much more about putting together something where I can just accomplish my objectives and maybe come back with unique items. Of course, how could I forget that I do actually have sellables to sell you? Not that it really matters anyway. There you go. And just give me a board anyway, just for giggles. I need it to repair my shovel. Could have bought more. Forgot that it takes 2. I don't even really have to think about inventory management anymore. It's just such a non-issue. But I guess that's the point of the endgame, is that after being vulnerable for so long, you just get this power trip. First thing in the morning, and we are off. Want to have plenty of time to talk to these guys. I am wedged in a corner between a wall and a hole. Let's get back up there, and remember we can easily find them by following the trail of flowers. Which kind of makes me wonder if maybe that cottage wasn't their old hideout that they abandoned for a more subtle spot. And maybe those flowers are like their trail of breadcrumbs? Or, in keeping with my obsessive need to bring everything back to the bride and my fear that she's still stalking me, maybe they're hiding from her too. Okie doke, guys. I fixed your generator, and now you've had a night to enjoy its use. I hope you've had fun with this free trial, but now I've come to collect on your offer to let me in. It's pretty dark, so I really hope you haven't established any new bear traps in my absence. Anything around the side here? No? Well, I guess I found the source of your flower garden. Sorry to trample it like that. And just so I can see you, let's get that lantern out. I don't want any surprises. None of my keys fit. I already fixed the generator. Do I have to turn it on, maybe? I have some gas to fill it with, if need be. Maybe that's the proof they needed that it still works. Hello? Thank you for fixing our generator. Okay, I was worried it was going to bug out. You can come in. And if the lights are going to be on in there, I probably don't need this, right? Although I am quite curious what's in that other room. Elephants. Oh, you got a couple of little baby elephants. The air is filled with a suffocating, sweet odor of rot. Who are you? The woman is wearing a heavy, ruined coat. Her voice is suppressed by the cracked gas mask she's wearing. Can't you speak? Did someone take away your voice? 2 children hide behind the woman. The younger one eyes me nervously, cowering in fear. The older one just stands there motionless. You're not from around here. I would have recognized you. We may keep to ourselves, but I know everyone here. I would never forget your mug. The younger child pierces me with its eyes. The steamed visor of his gas mask betrays his rapid breath. Your gob looks like that because of this fiendish air, you know. I bet you can't speak because you didn't keep your mouth shut when walking through the woods. The trees and plains are simply beautiful here, and the bushes bloom gorgeously this time of year. But don't let the charm of this land deceive you. The devil lurks between the trees, and he gets to you through your mouth and nose. The older child's grasp on his mother's hand tightens. He doesn't lift his gaze from one of the hut's walls. Now that sounds like a delusion particular to them, but for all I know, it could be true. And? You're just going to stand there? I know you want something, you leopard demon. You're not getting anything from us. I don't trust you, leopard gob, do you hear me? I don't trust anyone who breathes this filthy air. The woman stares at me intensely through the cracked mask. Did you take my Marcinek? Was it you who kidnapped him? Talk! No. That can't be. The woman stares at the floor. Her greasy black hair drops down on her mask. It's impossible. Stupid child. He went out and never came back. He was on about how his granny will take him mushrooming. I have no idea where he... I told him he can't go outside. I told him that the devil will find him, take off his mask, and take him away. I would look for him, but... She lowers her head even more, as if observing the dead flies stuck to her coat. You want my trust? Bring my Marcinek back. My stupid Marcinek. Find him and bring him home. Here's the key to his room. He was spending a lot of time here recently. Maybe you'll be able to find something there that will lead you to him. Alright, but not before we talk. I think I already know where he is. He's got to be with the granny, provided he's still alive. The youngest child, hidden behind the woman's back until now, finally finds the courage to make a small step towards me. One little bear ate a little soup. A faint voice can be heard. Then another one came and... Quiet. The woman smacks the boy on the back of his head. The punch is so hard, the hood of his rubber cloak lands on his mask's visor. Not now. Not in front of a stranger. Well, I can see where they get their manners from. I can hardly blame them for that. Apart from these two here, and Marcinek, there's one more boy of mine. My precious darling, a blessed child. The woman rests her hands on the oxygen tanks of the children standing beside her. His love fills our tanks with clean air. For this, we're forever grateful to him. For the clean air, for the oxygen tanks, for these beautiful masks, and the book in which the devil is revealed his true image, along with his evil plan. My son took it away from the trees with his own hands, and brought it here to us. I wish I knew what that meant. Something exploded in the southern part of the swamp, made the ground tremble. Devil knows what it was. I see you're curious. Investigate it if you have a death wish. I think it happened in the junkyard. I think I've already seen what that was. You're just like these lunatics who roam around the woods searching for God knows what. There used to be more of them. Guess most of them starved to death. I remember when they appeared not far from here. Must have been around 2 years ago. Around 24 of them. Led by these 3 weirdos dressed in old rags. They set up a camp at the marsh, there between the trees. They watched our house. Stared right into my windows, the oddities. I thought they wanted to kidnap my children, or harm them in some way. But when the night fell, I lost sight of them. There was no one there in the morning. Am I to understand that the 3 came in with a much larger group? And that they came from the outside, that they maybe weren't here from the beginning? I remember this road. The woods devoured it about 3 years ago. It used to lead to our village. I walked it to school. The woman stares into the photo, hypnotized. The road home. My road home. You're the first person I've talked to actually refer to it that way. The first person that doesn't seem to see it as some kind of false hope. Okay, I don't want to take any of what you have. I'm not sure how well off the kids are with you, to be honest, but this is a weakness of mine. I mean, usually I'm able to kind of take a game as just a game. That ability goes right out the window when there are kids involved. Yeah, that's the mushroom glade, alright? He's definitely with Granny. Old doormat, which I can remove and search a small bundle. A simple map scribbled on a piece of crumpled paper. Judging by the drawings, it was made by a child. It's very inaccurate. I'll only be able to find the approximate position of the spot indicated on the map. I'm guessing that leads to the mushroom glade, though. Alright, well that's where I'm going then. See, I'm really worried now because, you know, obviously in a case like this, I'm hoping for a good outcome, but given what game this is, I'm sort of doubtful. And honestly, like anything, I don't know if I've mentioned this in videos before, but anything happening to kids is one of those things that will absolutely get me to just stop what I'm doing and like turn off a movie or show and never go back to it. Alright, where are we going? Still gotta head south more. I should have come with rocks equipped. I got lucky finding it the first time. I hadn't realized what a maze this is. Is this it? If this isn't it, it's at least close. No, this is the one that was behind it. We've overshot this a little bit. But it shouldn't be too hard to make my way to it. I'm just so aware of how much time is being wasted at any given moment. Luckily, we've already cleared some of this out with the rocks. I'm going to go ahead and equip that lantern, because it is quite dark here. Now, one of you mentioned in the comments that eating the old lady will give us access to the key. There's currently a child in danger, so... The old lady takes the drawing, squinting her eyes. A wide, toothless smile appears on her face. That's why you came here? The woman looks at the leaky ceiling of the mushroom-infested house, then squints her eyes. I thought you're like this wolf. The end of her cigarette lights up, and a puff of blue smoke comes out of her nose. From that children's tale, the one who wanted to eat the granny. It may still come to that. She opens her eyes and glances at the locked chamber room. A few days ago, a child appeared here. A boy. He thinks I'm his granny. The old lady stops for a second, trying to remember something. Grandma? He was very nervous. He kept repeating a rhyme over and over again. He hid in the corner and sat there for what must have been the whole day. I think he relaxed in the end. He seems to like it here. He draws. I think he likes to draw, but his drawings are not very childlike. The old lady smiles again. I really like having him around. His parents are still alive, right? Are you his father? Brother? He's in the other room. Here's the key. I'll let him go if he wishes to go with you. Oh no, I didn't want this to be a whole dilemma. Well, I guess we'll see what he wants. Hey there, kiddo. More drawings. And like she said, not very childlike. That seems to be the mother and sibling in front of a door, and something waiting for them outside. In fact, there seems to be a recurring theme of something coming through doors. Hey there. The boy is standing under a wall overgrown with enormous mushrooms. He's visibly scared. His lush mop of hair veils a restless, wide-open pair of eyes. The kid is whispering, as if reciting something under his breath. The boy cowers and presses his back against the soft wall, which starts to ooze a white goo. The boy is terrified. Slowly, he slumps down from the wall to the ground, curling into a ball. The murmur turns into a loud recitation. One little bear ate a bowl of soup. Then another bear came, and there were two. 4 little bears made a sudden pow. Along came the 5th and took a little bow. If I say leave the boy in peace, does that take me out of the opportunity to bring him back? Because that's the thing. Is he afraid to be here, or is he afraid of me bringing him back? Okay, this was one of those things where I know a big part of this game is doing things blindly, not really knowing what the outcome will be, and then living with the consequences, but this is not one of those times where I can do that, so I did go ahead and look it up. I don't know everything, but I do know that this rhyme is some way for me to get hold of an oxygen tank. Not that I even really need one, but I do know, as I suspected, so it's not like it really changes the outcome of what I was doing, but I am going to leave the boy in peace. The mother is clearly delusional. She does not treat her kids well. And honestly, he seems like he would be happier here, and the granny seems happy to have him. Of course, I'd be taking him with me out of here if I could, but who knows what out of here even means. Granny, I'll leave you in peace. So what would that have been? 1, 2, 4, 5 would be the code. I will get an oxygen tank if I can figure out how, but I don't actually expect to use it. Howdy guys, don't mind me. There's got to be some kind of combo lock around here somewhere, right? You know what? Maybe it's the key to the shed, because it's clearly related to them. She mentioned that another son had probably died. Maybe that's the grave that was outside of... Maybe that was the grave that was outside of the shed. Let's do this. What would it would have been 1, 2, 4, 5, right? Let's try it. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yes! Okay. Let's go in, gun at the ready. The air is dreadfully rancid and stuffy. The heavy, sweet smell of the flowers mixes with the stench of rot. Somehow, even in a 2D top-down view, that looks absolutely disgusting. A decaying corpse, probably of a young boy. Empty oxygen tank. All this for something I'm not even going to use. The pages are glued together, creating a rotting clump of paper. There's a note at the bottom. Radio tower, door 21. 12 p.m. Kowalczyk. A bunch of Polish names I'm not going to be able to pronounce. At the top, I can only make out the words. Devil horns. Orga... Okay, that disappeared. Hang on, maybe we can check the journal? The rest of the words is unreadable. Okay, wealth of information that I got from bringing that back up. And what's in the crate? Some stuff I can't really use. Map, weapons part. Yeah, I could sell it, but what's the point? What's the point in bringing more of this stuff back? Alright, since we have so much scrap metal, let's go ahead and increase the durability of the axe. Can we get another... Oh, we can actually get 2 more upgrades for it. But I don't have any of the stuff. Maybe I'll buy that in the morning. It's not like money is any object anymore. Clear out some more of these worms. It's all about wanting to be able to move between areas. And you know, while we're at it, I think we'll put down a bear trap right there. I think that'll be a good place for it, since I don't really go through this door at all. We've still got that one right there. Right over here, since I don't go this way. Oop. And one for down here, since I don't really go the other way. Let's just sneak past this one. Place that right about there. And that should limit my mobility at the edges, but all ways that I wouldn't really necessarily need to go. That corner's covered. That window is covered. I think we're going to be doing pretty good. Anybody else? Oh, I forgot to get more bottles. I don't have access to my sea bear circle. That's alright, I don't really need it, as the last couple of nights have shown. I just have to remember to get that timing right. My problem with the centipedes is partly that I'm swinging too early. Hello, come on. Come on out. One hit, and you're dead. Yep. As I said before, all in the timing. I'll take your wire, and I will eat your flesh. Give me a boost through the night. I should have been doing this the entire time. I really should have been. I was just so worried that it would, like, poison me or have some kind of negative effect, but I should have... I feel like one of my biggest regrets for this series is not just experimenting more. I was so worried about dying due to the difficulty that I wasn't even taking the opportunities that I should have, where it would have been okay to die, such as during the day at my own base. And I even gathered pretty early on that dying during the night doesn't matter that much. But even then, I was just, like, always trying so hard to stay alive. Well, not much going on tonight. Or last night, either. Another one? Okay. Ow. Can't believe I've actually managed to get through this entire episode on one piece of armor. And I do have the shells to craft another one. I really don't like the crackling noises that they make. You know, I haven't commented on it enough, but not just the soundtrack, but the sound effects in this game are really, really good. I mean, they all sound so, like, meaty and disgusting. You really feel every little crinkle and crunch. And it sounds like I'm describing a breakfast cereal at this point. I feel like that could be a breakfast cereal. Darkwood tree bark. Ah! Jump scare. Okay, now we're gonna find something out. Some of you guys said that enemies staying after the day ends is a bug. And I guess we just confirmed that. That happened to me once before. This time it didn't happen, which is very, very good for me. And I think I'm going to end it here. In the next part, we'll do a little bit of exploring up around here, but after that, we're going to head straight for the radio tower and see what the endgame is. I expect the next part to be the last one. Of course, anything can happen between now and then that may delay such a thing. And it all is going to depend on what we find in this no man's land. But if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.